Hi everybody, my name is Laurenne and I'm here to tell you about my journey from small town Okotoks, Alberta to working for the Boston Bruins in the NHL. Hockey's always been a big part of my life, whether it's playing shinny on the pond as a kid. We always had a makeshift pond. Then I started playing hockey for Okotoks. Straight out of high school, I got accepted into the University of Alberta in engineering. I found out quite quickly it was not something that I enjoyed, and so 2 years into school in Edmonton, I transferred out east to Nova Scotia, where I went to school in Antigonish at St. FX. I was in sociology there, and in my final year of school was writing a thesis around the stereotype behind the male hockey player in Canada. And all of the research and things that I was doing on that thesis, I started to maybe see kind of behind the scenes of professional hockey and where it could end up being a career path. I've also always been a huge fan of Nashville, Tennessee. Growing up, I loved country music. I still do. So the first time that I ever went, I became instantly obsessed. I loved the people, the Southern charm, the homes, the food, everything. I started looking up, like, how can a Canadian transfer to Nashville? Still with sports kind of being in the back of my mind, which is when I stumbled across Durham College. They had a post-grad program that specialized in sport management, and on their website they advertised that they had a connection with the Nashville Predators. It was also only 4 months of schooling, so truly checked all of the boxes for me, and I was admitted to the school. So then within a week I had an interview set up with the Nashville Predators Community Relations Department and was heading to Nashville in January. I was an intern with the Community Relations Department for the Nashville Predators. I worked Monday through Friday plus any game night or weekend that had a game. I was super focused on work, but absolutely loved every second of it. And that also just happened to be the year that we went to the Cup finals. During my internship, I went around and introduced myself to anyone I could. I tried to shadow different departments and just really get to know people within the industry. I ended up moving back home to Calgary and starting my own company called Treadstone Sports Agency, whose mission was basically to build a authentic and genuine personal brand for the athletes. I still was really drawn to team services, which is the job that I had shadowed the guy that does the Nashville Predators job back in my internship and was really enamored by the job. Being back in Calgary, close to obviously an NHL team here, I made it my mission to connect with as many team services people as I possibly could. So I would reach out to the teams that were coming in to play the Flames and see if I could have some of their time to go for coffee and just learn about their journey and whatnot. I was going for coffee with the girl that does team services for the Bruins, and she at that time actually told me that she was planning on leaving the following season. When she messaged me that summer that she was leaving, I found the GM's email and sent him a note saying that I heard that the girl was leaving the team services position and that I would love to be considered for the job. After about 5, 6, 7, I think, rounds of interviews, I got the job in Boston, and then packed up 6 hockey bags worth of my belongings and moved to Boston, Massachusetts. And in my role, I managed the players and the families and the team travel. So me and my counterpart worked together at the start of each season to work through our hotels, our buses, our flights, kind of plan out the whole season, the schedule and all of how that looks. I would say one of the best parts of the job is that you build super close relationships with all kinds of people, whether it be the players, their families, their parents, their siblings. We work so closely with the opposing teams too. It's just all around a very challenging yet very rewarding job, and I feel very fortunate to be where I am in my sports career.